Hi, and welcome to the recording of the Ad Manager workshop for today. We'll get started shortly when all the attendees have turned up. So today's workshop, as you all know, is regarding the Ad Manager in HighLevel. We're just going to focus on the one. So it might be a little bit shorter workshop today. I could just talk covering the one topic. And I must admit, I must confess, I'm not a Facebook or an AdWords expert. Uh, so I'm giving you as much as I understand right now. And the purpose of the workshop is to give you a sort of starting point. And, after this, if you've got any questions, I'm happy to jump on a call and help you work through any of the elements that, as of the moment, I might not be familiar with. So with that said, we'll make a start then. So first of all, how do you access the ad manager? The first page you'll come to, if you go to if you log into say your dashboard, you log into HighLevel, you will come to this dashboard page. If you go to marketing here like that, and go to ad manager, then you'll see your login page where you first of all you've got to subscribe to this additional add-on. It's an optional extra at $29 a month. That's what you see if you're not already subscribed. Uh, I've already subscribed myself, so I can show you that. So once you're subscribed and log in, you get access to the ad manager. Put the ad manager there like that. And with ad manager, you can do advertising in both the Facebook ads and Google ads. Before you can do anything, let me just move this out of the way. When you first come into here, you'll not see anything here. You're going to have to integrate your two account, your Facebook and or your Google accounts, and you just do that by the first page will guide you through that. Click here to integrate Google Ads. Click here to integrate Facebook ads, and that'll guide you through to your logins for those particular tools automatically for the O authorization. Does that make sense? I've just moved my So,
Yeah.
I've done all that, and once you're integrated, then the first thing you have to do is you have to connect up the account. So you go into the settings here, and you see here, there's my ads account, so there's both my Meta account and my AdWords accounts. You still need accounts with both of those tools, and they're going to be basically what this tool does is it simply sets up the ad in Meta Business Suite or in Google AdWords. So it's setting that so you don't have to log in to those more complicated platforms. It does it for you. And also it gives you the reporting on here as well. So you connect up your two accounts, maybe if you're using both. Go to Meta here, you can see which pages I'm advertising on here. So I just got the one page, but you can connect up multiple Facebook pages. Yeah. So that's the Meta settings there and the Google Ads here. I've connected my Google Ads account. Now, there's further settings available for these two connections. If you scroll down to on the left-hand menu, scroll down to settings and go to integrations. So here you can see where I've integrated my Google account here, and it's linking into, you can see the connection to my Google advertising account here. It's called connected. And it's the same with, again, the Facebook. I've connected to my Facebook account, and it's also connected to the advertising settings as well through my Facebook login. These are some of the pages I've got access to. One thing that's very easy to miss here when you're doing, because in Facebook advertising, you can have lead forms that live in Facebook. So that when you're doing your advertising, you can drive someone to a Facebook page, which is built into Facebook, so it's easy for them to fill in. They don't have to go to your website or anywhere to fill a form in. So a lot of people use Facebook lead forms. Again, the system integrates with that automatically, but you've got to make sure you go to this little tab up here, Facebook form field mapping. So I've only got the one form set up, but you've got to make sure that's configured so that when the Facebook form captures the full name and email, plus any additional fields you might be capturing, you might be asking him what the favorite color is or the pet's name or whatever you might be doing. But then we have to map it into the high level custom fields to capture that data. So as soon as the form's filled in Facebook, it automatically comes into high level and we're populating the data. So it's very easy to miss that and not connect that properly. And then you start advertising, and if you where all the leads are not coming in, often it's because you're not configured that little bit there. So this is where you get the settings. Is that making sense for everyone so far? Have I lost anyone? Okay, so that's where the integrations live. You can go and tweak them later on. But going back to if you need to, going back to the ad manager. So first of all, so that's the settings, the page and everything. Next thing I'm going to look at is actually the advertising. How do you set up ads in high level? Okay. So you can see here, I've been playing with some here, but it's quite simple to create a campaign. I'll create one from scratch for Facebook first of all. Click on Create Campaign. Start with a meta campaign. There's lots of templates built in here. Maybe I'll try one of those today. So I might 10%. I'll choose that one there. Yeah. You can start from scratch, but today we'll just play one that's pre-built. So it's set up a campaign, the objective, lead generation, and then it's like a hierarchy, and then we go to the ad set. Yeah, and then you come down to the individual ad. Uh, so very simply, you just set up one ad, and you see here it's pre-built for us. We copy and everything. And at the ad set level is where you set your budgets and you select your placements for the ads. Because if I want to see detailed targeting, if I type in home improvement or home. So this is the 10% off roofing service. You might actually people that are interested in home improvement, and you start to build up an audience in your Facebook ads where you want to target people who are interested in home improvement with your 10% off roofing offer. Again, you might want to select, well, let's not advertise the whole world here. Let's just focus. If we're a UK company doing roofing services, you might want to just target the UK, or it might be Manchester for roofing. You see here, selected available. So now we'll search for people interested in home improvement in the Manchester area, and you can say I don't want the USA in there, so I'll take that one out. And then we can narrow in if you wish. So it goes down to one kilometer radius around Manchester. If I want to target a specific area with a specific offer, you can also have the exclusion zones. Yeah. So for instance, this is a little bit tricky, should we say, but let me try and do this to give you say I wanted to target the very center, even down to an individual building. Yeah. Uh, you, uh, you could do that by using something like if I typed in Stockport here, and it'd be a little bit of setting up, should we say? We might choose something like this, like move it down. Well, it's not going to let me drill down close enough on that one. Let me try again. Let me try Leeds, a bit further away. just trying to show you how you can really zone in on a particular area. If I choose leads, and then I can increase this. Yeah, oops. And make it an exclusion zone. Uh, oh, it's not big enough. Hang on. That's better. It's a little fiddly, should we say? But you'd be able to with having zones around your inclusion zone, you'd be able to narrow it down to a very small area if you wished. But it's a little bit fiddly, as you can see. So on the ads, we set our budget, set it when it runs from and to. You can select your placements. So you might want it everywhere. I have integrated if it's integrated Instagram account, you'd have Instagram options here as well to include or exclude in Instagram advertising. So this is at the ad level. So yeah, so I mean, looking at the targeting, I must admit I found it's not as comprehensive as going into the Meta Business Suite. I must say that I found it a little bit broad brush stroke sort of thing. It's not as, you can't fine tune it as much as in Meta Business Suite. And obviously here, so you go back to the ad. So you set your parameters of who you want to advertise to, your budgets, your audience, the geographical areas, and then you come down to your your specific ad, and you can start to build up a whole suite of different versions of the ad. Okay, so what this tool is, this very same with the Meta Business Suite. The tools are great at setting up ads. So you might have 10 different ad versions you're testing, different headlines, different images, etc. But I think to be successful with Facebook ads, you really need to create a sort of testing matrix, which Facebook Ad Manager, Meta Business Suite doesn't have, or this doesn't have, where you could build up you could be doing lots of testing, and you need a way of tracking your tests. So these tools are great at setting up the ads and reporting on them, but external to that, I think you have to. I haven't done it myself yet, but you'd have to build like a spreadsheet where you're tracking each individual ad, working out what your winners are, what your losers are, so then you can refine and improve as you go forward. So you might, for instance, have an ad set for Leeds, the Leeds area only, one for Manchester, one for London, and start to really make your advertising very granular so you can pick out your winners and losers rather than just one ad does everyone when you don't know if the ads are working better in, say, Leeds or Manchester. That making sense,
Mhm.
everyone?
Yeah.
And any questions so far?
Mhm.
Nothing, Atticus?
None so far.
So that's how the sort of the Facebook ads are set up. Coming back, then the Google ads, and I'll show you my Facebook ad that I've set up in a minute. But the Google ads very similar. You go to create a campaign, create a Google campaign. I'll start from scratch here. Similar thing. So again, the tool's brilliant at setting up the ads for you and putting them into the campaign, the ad group, and then the individual ads. But you'd have to have a sort of testing matrix. You're building something like Excel. But here, this all works on Google on the bidding on keywords. Yep. So again, you've got your overall campaign there. You then in the ad group is where you set up the keywords you want to bid on. Yeah. Maybe roof repairs. I don't know how much you know about Google AdWords advertising, but you can choose that'd be I can make an exact phrase, so it's only going to pull up people that are searching for specific roof repairs. Broad, again, it gives Google more a license to go out to a uh, broader audience. So, for instance, rather than just roof repairs, it might pull in people that are searching for home repairs, or do you know what I mean? So, broad is much broader, and phrase is looking for that exact phrase, which might be three or more words long. Also, very important when you're doing the Google ad advertising is negative keywords. Yeah. So you might be looking for roof repairs, but you don't want anyone that's looking for a new roof. So that might be an exclusion. So if they're putting uh, new roof on a broad search, the negative keyword there would exclude them. So that's again, this tool only works on keywords. A lot of what I use Google AdWords for is the remarketing, and at the moment this tool doesn't accommodate remarketing, which I was quite surprised it doesn't have. Not to say that that will come in the future as the tool evolves. Then we've got here's where you actually set up your individual ads. So again, it's creating quite a simple text ad. You know, the text ads that appear at the top of Google searches. Um, Again, in the remarketing I've been doing uh, in the Google Ads tool, you've got tools where it'll automatically generate the ads for you with images and logos, which, although not perfect, is quite a quick and handy tool. But again, here it's just basically uh, insert three headlines, insert a number of descriptions, and the tool then will create the adverts in text format only. Obviously, put a link into your the page you're driving them to. Okay, so in Google AdWords, unlike Facebook, there's no lead forms. Okay, so you would have to be creating a landing page with a form somewhere. It could be a high-level funnel or a high-level website, but you'd have to be creating a landing page somewhere with a form or an order form. What are you doing to capture the contact details? There's no integration with integrated forms with Google AdWords. Um, I'll show you. So I haven't set up any Google AdWords keywords myself. I don't use advertising. I did have a play. I've been playing with a Facebook ad. I'll show you it here. Click on here. So I set it to target the whole of the UK. I set a budget of 25, £25 there over the period of when the test was running. I was only targeting Facebook feed. As I say, if you got Instagram connected up, integrated, you'd see Instagram here as well. I haven't got an Instagram account. So I was targeting the UK. I was looking for business page admins, digital marketing, marketing management, small business owners. That's just targeting at the ad group level. And then I just created one ad to test it, which I must admit I've broken because I deleted the image on my media file to replace it. So I've broken the image that was there. But you see here where I've created the ad. I connected it to a Facebook lead form, put in some primary text, selected the download button, download there. I did have an image uploaded, but because in my media gallery, I deleted the image by accident, so I've broken that bit. And the description, again, so you see I've got to put a description in there. So I don't profess to be a Facebook ads expert here. I'm just showing you the basics to whet your appetite and get you started. So that's the ad set up there. So I'll show you quickly. We get reporting on the system. which you can see from here. Go to Ad Manager, go back to Ad Manager, go to Statistics. Gives you the overall view there, uh, and it gives me one there. So it's giving me the current one that's running at the moment. Click on there like so. So, I don't know, that report's different to what I'm looking at. There's another report as well. We go back and go to reporting here in the menu, Facebook ads report. You see here, these are two campaigns are set up. Okay, so the first time I set up the campaign was this time. And then what I did was I thought I'd been clever. I went into Meta Business Suite and started tweaking the advert in there because this tool is just setting the advert up in Meta Business Suite. So I thought it'd be clever, go and edit it in there. And when I did that, I seemed to break it. So I broke that, I broke that one as I was playing with it. And then this is the one I've had running now. And you can see here, to zoom in a little. You can start to see your results from each advert. So that's why you need to have a way of recording a matrix, recording the tests you're running in a spreadsheet, so you can see which are your most successful ones, and then organize them. Because here you'll just build up a big list that ever grows of all your ads. You see here, I've had two clicks. Um, I've got cost per click, uh, cost, total cost, revenue, uh, number of impressions, etc. Now, the great thing what I found with another client with HighLevel is if you're using a sales pipeline, yeah, and you move someone to one, it automatically records it as a sale here. So you can start to track sort of how much you spent, how much it's costing you per click, even down to cost per sale of the advertising. You get that? Um, so there's the that's the reporting. As I say, all this is self-contained as well within the Meta Business Suite, so you get all the reporting there. This tool here is simply just a simpler way to set up your ads. Uh, but by making it simpler, it's taken away some of the sort of advanced bells and whistles when you're setting up the ads. Any questions, guys, so far?
So with the reporting, if you've got previous campaign in Google Ads, could you see the statistics from from them in here?
No, you don't see that. You just see the ones that have been set up in here. Yeah. So um I think this tool really is just it's just really for when you're starting out with Google AdWords, if you've got somebody managing your Facebook ads already, or you're an Facebook ad or Google Ads expert, then I don't think you'd use this tool. You would because if you're an expert, you get much more from using the going into Facebook ads and Facebook or Google Ads is what Google Ads, because you get more from it. There's more bells and whistles to play with there. So yes, you don't get any historical. It doesn't retrospectively look at the previous campaigns. It's,
On the Facebook ads, Julian, um, can you load a custom audience? So, for instance, we've obviously got a lot of contacts within Keep. Could we take, say, for instance, the people that have bought from us in the last 6 months, load them into Facebook ads and create that as a custom audience and retarget those people?
yeah, you can do that, John. Yeah. So we go back to the marketing and go to Ads Manager. Again, it's not something I've had a call to do yet, but let me, it's here somewhere. Audience, you see, Ad Manager audiences. Then create a new audience. So this only works for Facebook. Yeah. Unfortunately, on Google AdWords, you can't. Uh, Click on create new audience. A lookalike audience to your existing customers, or could create custom audience. So there you could upload your customer list there, John. So you do have the custom audiences in Facebook.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any more questions before I move on, guys?
Julian,
Um,
just going back to the beginning, you said there was a subscription. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, this is an extra add-on into HighLevel. It's $29 a month, yes.
$29 a month. Okay.
Sorry, John, do you have another question?
Yeah, it was just could you have a look at the retargeting tab on the Facebook ads just to see how it can drill down to customers that have perhaps already interacted with you?
Okay, yes. Let me come back out. Can I play with that one? Hang on. The retargeting. So I've not got the audiences set up here, John, but if you uploaded a file from Keep, CSV file, it would then be a Keep file there.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You can also have the, in HighLevel we can have smart lists, yeah. You can also target smart lists. So you come back here. So just like you'd have an audience here, which would be a smart list, but it could a smart list, in case you don't know what a smart list is in HighLevel, go to contacts, manage smart list. Yeah. So I've got one smart list here, just pulling out lists of blank emails, blank phone numbers. So when calls get booked on the calendar for some reason, when you've got multiple people on calls, it creates like these blank contacts. So I just have a smart list to get rid to clean them out easily. But equally, that smart list could be you could use that as a custom audience in the Facebook advertising. I just clear those out while I'm at it. Clear the database. Bit housekeeping for me there while I'm here. So as I said before, in Facebook we've got the lead forms in Facebook, which we do not have in Google Ads. But the Facebook form being submitted could be a trigger in our automation now. So I'll show you a quick example of that. Again, just set up a little folder to hold these in somewhere. Yeah, here's one I set up earlier. So again, coming back to as I was showing you before, try and code everything up because eventually you can have lots of tests going on to be successful at Facebook ads and Google. You've got to really be testing to work out what the winners are and not just blowing your budget on the losers. So again, it's thinking about a coding system for everything. So I've got a workflow for that first Facebook ads for the UK market. I have a little workflow. So anyone in the UK that submits a form would go into this workflow. So the trigger is, again, is a Facebook lead form submitted. Because I've got the integration, I've only got the one foot lead form set up. Yep. So that would be my trigger. So anyone in the UK, from UK advertising, it fills that form in. With then trigger, I'm going to tag them straight away. A Facebook ad responder again. Building your coding so you can tell exactly where leads have come from. I'm creating an opportunity. Yeah. Even as the opportunity appears in my pipeline, I'm even saying where it came from there. As I mentioned before, when you move that opportunity to one, that feeds straight into your Facebook reporting, so you can work out your cost per sale there or your cost per acquisition. Another one you might want to build in here is conversion as well. So type in conversion. Facebook conversion. Okay, so with this action here in the workflow, the system is going to talk back to your Facebook account. So we can update Facebook to tell it a conversion has occurred. Okay, so the workflows, the automation can actually talk back into Facebook. Again, this gets a bit technical, shall we say? If you need to if you need to see the Ad Manager integration, again, it's not something I've had to set up yet. So if you need any help on this part, give me a shout and I'll work through it with your real example. But basically, the gist of this is you're feeding data back into your Facebook reporting with that tool there. Cancel that. Is that clear how the Facebook and the Facebook advertising integrates with the automation? Obviously, as I mentioned before, if you're doing Google AdWords, that relies on you building at least a form somewhere or a landing page, and then that would become your trigger for a corresponding workflow for your Google Ads. You'd be pulling in a form. You set up a form for it, form submitted, then drilling down to the actual form you set up for that particular set of Facebook advertising, of the set of Google advertising you haven't set up here. Again, comes back to I would be coding everything up so you can keep track of it in the future, which forms are working with which advertising. Phew, any questions for anyone? No, no,
Nothing.
have I lost everyone?
Questions.
Sorry, did someone say something? No?
So Julian, just in a very short summary then, obviously the benefit of selling, I've got to talk to a client about paying another £29. What would you summarize as the benefit of, paying for this? Obviously the integration with the CRM is got some features, but what are the really key benefits?
The benefits of Ad Manager are when you're just starting out with advertising, it gives you a quicker and easier way of getting set up. Because most people, I mean, I'm the same. When I go into the Meta Business Suite to try and set up ads, it's very confusing. This makes it simple. It's a tool to make that simpler.
Yeah.
It does come at a cost though, because you do lose some of the advanced tools. Obviously, by keeping it simpler, they don't give us access to some of the advanced tools. So it's it is a tool for starting out with. You may only use it for so long, and then if I would use it to test the advertising. If it's working for you, then it'd be worth then investing time in learning the intricacies of Facebook advertising.
Yeah. So the bit with the forms where Facebook has its own forms,
Yes.
which can pre-populate, which is quite useful. Are we saying the mapping works? So you're using the Facebook form, but it pulls the data into HighLevel.
Exactly, yeah. As soon as you integrate your Facebook account, it knows what it can link into the forms and pull the data straight over. And then that just becomes, when that form is filled in, that just becomes a trigger for us, just like anything else. It just becomes a trigger, the Facebook lead form submitted.
Okay.
Anyone else any questions? As I said at the start, I'm not the world's greatest Facebook or Google advertiser. I know the basics, and today I'm just trying to give you an overview so you know what the tool looks like and you can get started if and when you decide to use the tool. If you've got any specific use case you got stuck on, obviously we've got tech support in the bottom corner here. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you can ask tech support, or you're going to get in touch with me. Happy to dig in and help you on your specific use case. And if there's no further questions for anyone, then we'll call it a wrap. No questions?
No questions.
No questions? Brilliant. Okay. So next week we get onto the really exciting topic of the AI employee in HighLevel, which I am now using. It's bringing in inquiries and leads through the live chat and even answering the phone now. So next week, the 19th, we'll send you an invite to register for that one. but the AI employee is becoming more and more sophisticated very rapidly, very quickly in HighLevel. Well, thanks for watching today's recording of the Ad Manager workshop. We hope you got some value from that. You should see it popping up a QR code. If you've got any questions and like to book a discovery call with us, the next workshop in this series is the AI employee. So I invite you to come along either live or sign up for the recording for that. Okay, thank you.